Hello, so today we are going to go over 2.3 Multiplication and Division Equations Part 1. So in lessons 1 and 2 we went over just multiplying and subtracting numbers in an equation. So now we're going to take that to the next step and we're just going to look at multiplying and dividing across the equations. Alright, so here our first example is going to be 5y equals 165. So we want to get y by itself. And to get 1y, we have to, since this is a multiplication, we can divide this by 5. So this is actually going to turn this into 1, because 5 over 5 gives us 1. So we can really look at this as 1y on that side of the equation. Remember, when we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So we're going to divide 165 by 5. And that is going to get us 33. Now remember, if there is a 1 in front of the variable, we don't have to write that 1. So we can just view this as y is equal to 33. Alright, so for our next example, we have a negative a third b is equal to 18. So we can look at this as dividing by negative 1/3. Remember, when we do to one side, we do to the other side. So these are going to cancel each other out, because remember, that's just going to be looking at 1b. So b is going to stay the same on this side. But now here can be the little tricky part when we're working with fractions. So you have 18 divided by a negative 1/3. So we can actually do the inverse here. And we can look at 18 times a negative 3. And so that is going to give us a negative 54. So b is equal to a negative 54. So the next one here, we have 5/8 c is equal to 20. So since this is multiplication, remember we divide it. The negative stays with the 5/8. So those are going to be cancel out to 1. So it's like we have 1c. And because you have that variable, we can just remove that 1. And remember, when you do to one side, you do to the other side. So when we run that through, so we just do 20 divided by a negative 5/8, and that is going to give us a negative 32. Okay, so our next one here, we have 2m divided by 10 is equal to 6. So we have multiplication, we also have division. So we can do the division first. So here on this side, we are dividing by 10. So to get rid of that, we have to times by 10. So we're going times 10 on this side and times 10 on this side. So this dividing by 10 cancels out. Okay, so it's going to be like having 2m over 1, which would just be 2m. And then 6 times 10 gives us 60. And now it's just like the other ones that we're doing, so now we just have to divide this by 2. So this is going to give us 1m is equal to 30, or just m is equal to 30. So we can double check that by putting 30 back into our equation. So 2 times 30 gives us 60. Divide that by 10, and that gives us 6. Alright, so this one here is a negative 8h is equal to a negative 32.8. Once again, don't let the decimals throw you. So once again, we can divide by negative 8. That's going to give us 1h on this side, or just h. And when we do to one side, we go do the other side. So you can actually break this apart. So the negative symbols are going to cancel each other out. So we are going to end up with a positive number. 8 goes into 8 one time. and then 8 goes into 32 4 times. So h is equal to a positive 4.1. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you do have any other questions about this first part, please make sure that you let your homeroom teacher know. Thank you.